George Scott along with Robert Golding, cameraman Steve Noseworthy. The big story, I guess, Robert, everybody's interested to see Donald Brashear, the big signing for the Corner Brook Royals, former NHL tough guy.
Yeah, big signing indeed. Big in many ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see, George, how it pans out. I'm sure from a Corner Brook Royals perspective, it's great in terms of marketing. Not sure what impact he's going to have on the game, but we'll soon see.
Just getting the announcement of the starting lineups. Going to have a special presentation from the Legion Honor Guard. Let's see. John Thompson finishes with the announcement of the Cataracts. Yeah, Legion Honor Guard coming out, of course, with Tuesday being Remembrance Day.
Yes.
Last night, Cataracts defeated the Stephenville Lightning by a score of 8-2, and in Corner Brook, the Royals dropped their opening game 3-2, and a good one against the Deer Lake Red Wings.
Yeah, so George, thinking about the Corner Brook Royals and how they've transitioned the last couple of years, it's going to be interesting to see that you bring in an import player such as a Donald Brashear, who's a huge man, obviously. He spent a lot of time in the NHL as a tough guy. And, I don't know what his hockey skill level is. We'll soon find out.
Well, you're talking about he had obviously a good hockey skill to make the NHL, but he is 53 years old now.
Well, that's the other side of it. He's 53.
So I think, like everybody else, we're very curious to see how he fits into the league, how he performs, how effective he can be.
I hope he's good for them. I hope he's good for the league. I really do.
Absolutely. I think he'll, as they say, put bums in the seats.
Well, I mean, I look at the two import players that the Cataracts brought in just from last night's game alone, Poirier and LaRose, and they're nothing short of spectacular.
Yeah, they are impact players for sure.
And the other guy who never got a lot of recognition for the Royals was George, sorry, who's been a hero player a number of years, spent time in Europe, played on the World Juniors a couple of years ago. Was supposed to go back to Europe, my understanding is, but failed a physical, shoulder issue or what have you. Not sure what happened,
okay.
But he's in the Corner Brook Royals.
All right, let's go down to center with the Legion Honor Guard.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Trumpeter Kieran Downton with the last post and Reveille. Please remove your hats.
And Kieran Downton will play the last post, followed by Reveille.
Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, draw your attention to center ice for the official puck drop. We could have both centermen or team captains at center ice. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem being performed this afternoon by Miss Nathania Weiss.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. Carton brasse porter le père, il sait porter la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée, les plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
All right, we are set to get underway. Grand Falls Windsor Cataracts, Corner Brook Royals. Cataracts, 1 win, 1 loss after 2 games. Royals just played the 1 game. They lost that one last night to the Red Wings. Red Wings lead the standings early in the season with 2 wins, no losses, and the Stephenville Lightning with no wins, 2 losses. And I see that Brashear is going to start for the Royals. They've also got Robert Mercer out there, 2 of the biggest guys in the league.
Without a doubt. Brian Gushy's on the lines here today, and you're going to need someone big like Brian on the lines, I think. Rob Canning, did they
Doing another
referee
game.
referee the game this morning? And here he is this afternoon.
Yeah,
Kenny Windsor.
He's been very busy, as we've talked about during our broadcast we did this morning of the Central Impact and the Nissan Growlers game, the U18 game won by the Impact, by the way, 5-1. Rob has refereed 3 games this weekend, and he coached 4 games with the U16s. So he's been even busier than we have.
Yeah, and most difficult job is the guys having to roll up the carpet.
Royals pick it up, move it up the ice. This is Jordan Marr, of course, played with the Cataracts the last couple of years. Marr steps into it. That put it wide. Rebound comes all the way out to center. Picked up there by Wall. He'll shoot it in. Smith around the boards. Gets it to McIsaac, who you talked about in the pregame, Robert.
Yeah. Very heralded player.
McIsaac behind his own goal, throws it around the boards. Picked up over there by Short. He will leave it for Fabiancic. Fewer breaking in, couldn't pull the trigger. Looked like he had a chance, just couldn't quite find the puck to get the shot away. Kept in by Poirier. Out down the ice, and This will be an icing call against the Royals.
Yeah, Fabianovic coming through the neutral zone, George. You can't be turning pucks over, particularly right now with the Cataracts, with their added D, Poirier and Rose. Those guys pick pucks off at the blue line. First thing they think about is offense.
Ewer knocked down over along the boards. Kazik gets it ahead. This is House. House in over the blue line. Forced wide. Shot right on goal. Stopped it. Made by Graham. Rogers with Poirier. Tried to drop it back for Locke. It went off the defenseman. Almost went in the goal.
Yeah, the goaltender was looking the other way.
It's meant to be a drop pass and went off the defenseman's skate. Went right towards the goaltender. This is House. Gets rid of it. Back to pick it up, Sampson. Mulrooney. Good pass up ahead. Finds Davis. Davis steps in, shoots, and that is stopped by Barabo. And a little push and a shove down in the corner.
As I said,
Goodyear wants to continue.
two of the linesmen are going to have their hands full here today, because there's not only do these two teams engage a lot physically, but there are a lot of big men out there, George. And Goodyear's no small man himself.
Goes over to the far corner along the boards. Hand will pick it up there for the Royals. Hand into the middle. That was intercepted. Davis got a stick in the way of that one. Cataracts have it back in their own end. Giveaway right out in front. Shot put wide. Cataracts a little sloppy in their own end on that one. Sampson trying to get to it. He does. Back is Sampson. Hunt gets back, knocks it off his stick. Puck sits there at center, right down below us here in the booth. Rice up at the blue line. Brought in by Taylor. Taylor with a shot stop made by Dominic Graham.
Good release, good
goaltender.
Shot. Nice save. It's offside.
Davis. And it is offside.
Yeah, that dipsy doodle at the blue line is going to get you every time. First save, or good save, that goaltender Graham. Nice release. Left winger coming down on the left side. Used his forward as a bit of a decoy.
Ryan was unable to get away. Puck goes in behind the goal. Set at the side of the goal. Cataracts have it. Flip pass. Knocked down. That'll be a glove pass.
It's an easy call. But it's a play that the D-man has to make, because if he doesn't, he's got to turn and retreat going into his zone back to the play, and that makes it difficult, particularly forecheckers coming down on you hard.
Wall to LaRose. If you didn't catch the game last night, Cataracts and the Lightning, LaRose and Poirier, the two import defensemen for the Cataracts, looking very good. And we've got Ryan injured right down below us. Didn't see what happened. It was way behind the play.
I did see what happened. As he went to check Ian Wall, they went against the boards, and he went, and as two of them went down, he fell, and I could see him twist his leg, George. And he immediately grimaced. I watched it. It was directly below me. And as soon as he did, he shook his head immediately, and the official recognized. He said, "I can't get up."
Yeah, he cannot put any weight on that left leg at all. He's going to be helped to the dressing room.
He tried to initiate the check on Wall, and it was just a no big deal check. But when he went down, his knee got buckled. I watched it, and I could see the pain on his face immediately.
The face-off puck goes into the corner. Royals have it. Fabiancic. Stopped by Wall. Meyer following up on it. They go behind the goal. Meyer's got it back there. Fed it out in front, and it's cleared to the corner. Nice play by Jordan Meyer to get that puck into the crease. McIsaac had it hop over his stick. Recovers. Handel turned it over. Nippert back to Drover. Cody Drover. Brashear is out there. And Meyer. Good pass. Puts it into Antle. That's stopped. Really good scoring chance there. Another short shift for Brashear. Just keeping an eye on that.
Well, actually, his first shift was about 16 seconds.
Yeah, he didn't last long. He started the game.
And George, let's call a spade a spade. This is a league not for older gentlemen. This is a fast league. And yeah, no doubt about it. He's a big, strong man with NHL experience. But you've got to be quick in this league now.
King just missed Mulrooney. Tried to put the big hit on him. King went into the boards. Short down the left side. Looking against Mulrooney. Threw it to the front. Getting back to break that up is Poirier. Mercer. Good pass for King. He'll poke it in and go chase. Poirier is back there. Cataracts come up with it. Rogers to Fewer off of his stick. Smith going back, turns, hit the linesman. That'll negate the icing.
That saved an icing, yeah, you're right.
Poirier. Tipped in by Rogers. Barabo out to play it. Up
See
to
Joey
Short.
Green in the lineup here today, George. Didn't play last night. He's in the lineup today for the Cataracts.
Couple of changes for the Cataracts. Short tried to shoot it, lost it. Sampson will come back. Jenkins and Fitzgerald out for the Cataracts. Green and Gill are in. Jeremiah Gill. One off of Coffee, skates right to the goaltender, and Barbo playing it as I remember him from last year. Likes to play the puck.
Loves it.
Just to feed his defensemen and his forwards. That's going to be a penalty.
That's a
And
weak
shot comes in, and Graham's got it, holds on, but the Royals will go on the power play.
That's a penalty and a weak call. It was falling down anyway, but this is where you're going to see the effectiveness of a Donald Brashear, George. On a power play in front of the net, occupying a lot of space. You know, that they
That's
got
what I
him
was thinking. Where he could be effective, but he's not going to start this power play.
No, but he will be out there at one point in time, I can guarantee you that. Because he's going to occupy space and a couple of bodies. And, like, it's just one of these things. The D-men for the Cataracts, they're not going to be able to physically move them. It's going to be more using your smarts as opposed to your brawn.
Face-off win for the Cataracts, and it's sent down the ice by LaRose. Broken up by Nippert.
Antle has to delay on that pass. There's an option there, and he just tried to go through the guy's skates.
Short back in his own end. Gives it to McIsaac. McIsaac's got it. Turns in the corner, loses it, and LaRose sends it down the ice. Barabo again with the pass to Maher. Minute 20 to go in the power play. Maher poke check there. Long reach Fewer. McIsaac starting it off for Maher. Maher goes wide, working against Wall. Back at the point it comes.
I love the way that Ian Wall stayed with Murr and finished his check off him in the corner. And he's going to continue to do that all night.
Antle. Back at the blue line, down to McIsaac. Right through the crease. Nobody could get a stick on it. Goes to the far corner. Maher looking for it in there. Smith comes away with it. Back at the point for Antle. To McIsaac. Into the slot shot. Stopped by Graham. Maher was set up in the slot. And the puck is cleared.
He didn't get a lot on it, but I've been watching just him and Ian Wall, and Ian Wall is going to make sure that he understands that every shift you're going to feel it from me.
And Brashear is out now on the power play, but only 15 seconds left to go in the man advantage. Brashear going into forecheck. It's pushed to the boards by Mulrooney. Backhand doesn't get through, and that's going to do it. Penalty is now over. So we're 5-on-5. Brashear looking for it. Nippard giving Brashear a couple of pushes.
Yeah.
Brashear pushed back.
Sure gave him a little stiff arm.
Nippard leaves it. Davis right in front. Shot goes wide. Nippard was set up.
Nice play.
Poirier, the defenseman, down low. Saw a lot of that last night. Both he and LaRose like to engage.
They
That
certainly
shot
do.
comes in. Baribeau has it. No rebound.
No, we watched Baribeau last year, George. He's a big goaltender, but he's very agile and athletic. He really moves well in his net. But the other side, he's just a defenseman's delight, because the defensemen, when they're coming back, they don't even need to come back past the hash marks.
That shot off a stick, up and out of play.
They don't need to come back past the hash marks. They know they're getting a good pass from him just about every time.
Comes in front of the goal. Cataracts have it. Turning, shooting it was Locke, and that was stopped by Baribeau. Cataracts stay on it, get it in behind the goal. Locke just fanned on it as it came out in front. It's got the toe of the stick on it.
That was a good play by Fewer down low. Nice board play.
Taylor, long shot, easy catch by Graham. He'll hold it, and the faceoff will be in the Cataracts' end. LaRose to the boards, doesn't get out. Royals keep it in, backhanded in a little bit deeper by Badecki, and that goes out of play. Actually, it's Maher.
George, I'm not sure.
I noticed they've got Badecki listed as number 10. I looked down at my list, forgetting, of course, that 10 is Maher.
Yeah, I watched Nippard and Maher in the face-off dot, and after the face-off, Nippard gave Maher 2 or 3 chops and a little cross-check to the back, followed him right to the blue line. So I'm sure that the Cataracts have probably targeted Maher as well. And, you know, being the offensive prowess he is, I can understand that.
The puck went up into the mesh. It passed the halfway mark in the opening period. Still no score. Bit of a feeling out process.
Yeah, no doubt. It's a big anticipation, and now that everybody's got a couple of shifts in, should have the butterflies gone.
Bound drops it back. Looking for Bound. Puck didn't get to him. LaRose has to hustle back as the puck got past him. He's got it out at center. Cataracts shoot it in, wide of the goal, down into the corner. McIsaac. Wall pinching in, kicked it down into the corner. Maher will pick it up there. Maher's gotten a lot of ice time here in this first period.
Yeah, he will.
That pass picked off. Anthony to Drover. There's Cody Drover. Drover down into the corner, was looking to get it to Nippard.
That was outside.
It came out.
It's going to be a
played
breakaway.
offside, hopped over the stick of Hand. Now he'll go in to get it.
Liam Wall got a stick on it, which is a good thing he did. If not, it was a breakaway.
Nippard passed too far for Drover.
And Trover's gassed there now. He's at the end of his shift.
Nippard has it, and Drover heads to the bench. Nippard backing up as the Cataracts change. LaRose right up through the middle. missed Sampson, but no icing.
And that was actually a great pass.
Davis reaching for it. It's played out, and Mulrooney has it at center. Gives it to Poirier. Back to Mulrooney. To Coffey. Davis. To the front of the goal. Sampson couldn't get a stick on it. Tied up there by Goodyear. And that's sent down the ice. This will not be enough for icing. Didn't get much past the Cataracts bench. Got caught up in the snow there. Poirier. Right up the middle. Poirier in over the blue line. Poirier shot it, stopped by the defenseman.
It's going to be an interference call here. That's a good one. That's what you call the pick behind the play. And upends Sampson there at the middle of the ice. Sampson was just stood his ground, and that's an easy call. It's no good for the forward to complain about it. He took him out to play.
Well, got every right to complain, though.
Yeah, okay.
They always do.
Yeah. Why would you? Not many go over and say, thanks, that was a good call.
Hey, great call. You caught me.
Looking over, George, I see the captain who got hurt with the EM wall. He's over there. He still has his uniform on, which is a good thing.
Yeah, he's in the break, not on the bench yet.
Yeah,
Looks like he might be heading to the bench. Anyway, Cataracts on the power play.
He's struggling to walk, however.
Their first power play of the afternoon. Royals had one earlier. Now the Cataracts back in their own end. 20 seconds gone in the power play. Fewer. Yeah, they'll get it in. Drover down for Fewer. That'll be kept in by Nippard. Down in along the boards, over the other side. Back to Poirier. Poirier this side. LaRose took a shot, went off a leg, and then is cleared by the Royals. Poirier for Drover. Drover lost it. Now he's got it again. Drover get it to the side of the goal, no further. Fabiancic couldn't get it out. Kept in. Poirier up to LaRose. LaRose with a quick shot. That just missed. Poirier's got it. Back to LaRose. LaRose down the other side. McKiser got a stick in the way of that one. Drover has it behind the net. Back to Poirier over the other side. Back to Poirier. LaRose. LaRose looking. Now he's got a chance. Blocked by Fabiancic, and it comes into Barabo. He will hold it.
Yeah, LaRose looks to shoot the puck, and give full credit to the D-man coming out, taking the angle away, so he hesitated, waited, and then got a good shot away, but a good block by the defenseman.
So that first power play unit comes off with 38 seconds left to go. We've got Rogers, Davis, and Anthony up front. Mulrooney and Wall back at the point. That's going to be another penalty to the Royals as Anthony was tripped up behind the net.
Canning's just telling him, go on, I don't need to speak to you.
32 seconds left to go in the first penalty, so it's a 5-on-3. Mitch Goodyer joined his teammate in the penalty box.
I can't remember him on the team last year. George, can you? Goodyear?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, he's a giant of a man.
So the Cataracts come right back with Poirier and LaRose on the point in this 5-on-3 now.
Yeah,
They got a little rest.
5-second rest.
Whoop, LaRose lost it. Gives it to Poirier. That pass missed LaRose, and Royals able to clear it down. Cataracts not doing much so far with this two-man advantage. Just a dozen seconds left in it. Drover drops it to LaRose. LaRose centering it. Can't shoot it. Will come back to LaRose. Up top to Poirier. First penalty is over. It's 5-on-4. LaRose. Drover. Nippard with a shot. Sits in the crease. It's loose. Barabo's got it and holds it. See, Nippard was in that high slot and found a soft spot, and he was calling for the puck.
He was.
We'll change up the power play again. We'll go back to that second unit. Mulrooney, Wall, Rogers, Davis.
Thing is, if you're a Cornerbrook Royal fan, George,
Anthony.
you'd like to see Donald Brashear play more, but when you're killing penalties, you're not going to see him on the ice at all.
It's lifted high in the air down the ice. 45 seconds left to go in the 5-on-4 power play for the Cataracts. Davis down into the corner, lost it. Hunt has got it. Hunt turns and he'll get past Mulrooney. Now he's got to hustle back. He'll get there ahead of Hunt and turn. 22 seconds to go in the man advantage for Wall. Wall's got a bit of room. Gets to center, shoots it in, gets a good hit from King.
Finish your check. You like that?
Fabianchich off the boards, comes right to the Cataract player. Davis has got it. And for Rogers, 5 seconds to go. Davis back to Rogers. To Davis, and that'll do it. Second penalty is over. We're back to 5-on-5. With just over 4 minutes to go in the first period. Graham comes out to play it. Long pass, but missed the mark. Long shot in, that's caught, and it'll be held by Graham. Down to 3:53 to go. Still waiting our first goal in this game.
Yeah, not a lot of action in front of the net. It's a bit of round the net, but not necessarily in front. Still, the teams feeling each other out. First time of the year.
Face-off win for the Royals. Lambswood, who we saw playing with the Western Kings for a few years out there with the Royals. And Lambswood holds it in along the right point. Andel's got it. Andel shoots, scores!
Quick release, George. And the thing is, they won the board battle. Donald Brashear's in front of the net. He's occupying a guy and space. And Anto, who we've seen shoot the puck last year a number of times, gets a very quick release. Turnover on the boards. Right here, a little soft play coming out, but the player now is outside of the blue line for the Cataracts, and that's just no good.
Great shot by Antle.
Yep.
Up over the blocker of Graham, 1-0. Royals take the lead. Drover drops it. LaRose cross, stopped by Barabo. Chance there for Tyler Anthony. Now it's forced outside. Poirier's got it to LaRose. Back to Poirier. LaRose will bring it in. LaRose winds up, big slap shot, blocked by Lambswood. Did a good job there.
And Lambswood was a good player for Western Kings last year.
It's stolen by Drover, and then he had it taken away. Poirier outside the blue line, can't bring it in. Teammates trapped inside. LaRose to Poirier. Back to LaRose. Forced back again. Short in watching them. Now Poirier will head up the ice. He'll dump it in, and he will go into forecheck himself. McIsaac quickly around the boards, finds Short. Short through the middle, taken off the boards by King. King steps into it, stopped by Graham, and he'll hold it.
The thing is, the Cataracts need to come up a little bit more in the neutral zone here now. And as I was speaking to Coach Paul Levine before today's game compared to last night's game, it's going to be a totally different game, George. Number one, the Cornerbrook Royals got a full squad. They got a big, strong team. They got a veteran team, and they got good shooters. And that being said, they're getting their pucks up to some of their forwards a little quicker. And Graham's going to face a lot more quality shots here today.
Pass up for Locke, tips it into the middle. Rogers for Locke. Locke turning in the corner. He lost it, and King getting away. He'll dump it in. Graham leaves it for Drover. Hit the referee. Drover's got it again behind the net.
But there's a no play there. He's got to have a little bit more patience with that puck.
Hopped over the stick of Mercer. Smith will go back to get it. Smith gets away from Locke. Fake the pass. And a great pass right on the stick of Hand up at the blue line. Hand backhands it down low. Back there's Rice working against Fewer. Fewer takes him to the boards. The Cataracts get it out. Mulrooney avoids the hit. Mercer had him lined up.
He did. It's a good thing he did avoid it.
Yeah. Mercer, I guess, the biggest guy in the league.
Gotta be. If there's anybody any bigger, I haven't seen him yet.
And that'll roll into Graham. He'll hold it. 1:08 to go here in the first period.
Any bigger than Mercer, you'd need to be playing middle linebacker. George Brashear went off at the 2:27 mark. He's right back out again because it's an offensive zone faceoff, and of course, he's got Maher over to his left, so you got two good offensive players out there where Brashear is going to occupy a lot of space in front of that net.
The Royals win the faceoff. The shot comes in wide. Brashear at the side of the goal, digging for it, and throws a little left hand, and gets a whack in the back of the legs.
And I look
going to draw attention. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, he's down laughing, which is what I like. And Brian Gushy's down there too. And Brian Gushy looks like a little boy next to Tom Brashear. Of course, many people do. And Brian Gushy is a very big man.
Another face-off win for the Royals. Goodyear throws it into the corner. Mulrooney back to get it. Goodyear tried to pinch.
Well, he knew he wasn't getting the puck, so he made sure he got the body, and he did a good job of that.
Drover shot wide. Swing and a miss over on the left side by Anthony. Brashear has it. Heads up over the other side, but it hit the glass. Man, that looked like it was going to go flying into the stands. In front for Drover, tips it. Barbeau got a piece of it. 20 seconds to go in the period. Winding up is Maher. Shot off a stick. Cataracts cleared. Hit to Drover. Bouncing puck, couldn't control it. Straight to the blue line. Nippert and King come together.
Yeah, Nipper's been aggressive this whole game. And he's always having something to say yet.
Period comes to an end.
King and Maher. So Nippert, not a great big guy, but certainly strong. It doesn't matter. Mind dishing it out in the neutral zone there.
All right, we've got one period done. 1-0 for the Royals. Shots on goal after the first period, 13-11 favoring the Cataracts. We'll take a little break and then we'll be back with period number 2. 1-0. Corner Brook Royals lead the Grand Falls Windsor Cataracts after the opening 20 minutes of play here at the Joe Byrne Memorial Stadium. Second period about to get underway. A relatively non-eventful first period, I thought. Robert, we mentioned a couple of times, a bit of a feeling out process.
Yeah, you're
for
right.
both teams.
George, I just mentioned I never saw Mayor Brown. I see Mayor Brown right here now. In the walkway there. The walkway across from us coming out. I'm sure that's Mayor Brown. Can't see him missing a game today. George, you also took note, the injured player captain for the Corner Brook Royals. At the end of the period, he came out on the ice, but he only had one shin pad on, tried to skate. And I guess was trying to see if it tested, but he has not returned.
That was Tommy Ryan. All right, teams come to center. And we are underway in period number 2. LaRose. Knocked down by Antle. And Antle will bring it in. Here's Brashear. Good pass across. Maher with a shot. Scores! Jordan Maher early in the period.
That didn't take long. Brashear getting his assist. Gives it to Maher, who's in the open, and goes in there and roofs it, beats the goaltender. And, of course, I'm sure Jordan Maher is excited with that after spending the last couple of seasons with the Grand Falls Windsor Cataracts.
Turn it over there at center. It's brought in by Brashear.
Yeah, and when you turn
Maher.
pucks over, particularly in the neutral zone when you got speed going the other way, it's trouble.
So 2-0 now for the Corner Brook Royals. Brashear had an assist in last night's loss, 3-2 loss to the Red Wings. He picks up another one here. Cataracts now 2-on-1. Nippard tried to feed it across. That was broken up, and a good defensive play by Ryan Smith. There's Smith. Allowed to skate through. He actually shoots it in. Maher still out there. Will hold it in for the Royals. Poirier. Maher with another chance and a good save by Graham.
Quality shot, quality save. Got the toe in on that one.
Cataracts need to get something going soon, I think. Down 2-0. Don't want to fall down.
Yeah, you got to
by
try
three.
to get a forecheck established, and right now they don't have one.
Royals bring it out easily. McIsaac. Back to Maher. To King. Off the boards. Down for Short. Back for King to the side of the goal. Comes to the near corner. Short trying to dig it out. Poirier's got it. Poirier skating away. Didn't get it in over the blue line. Fewer turned it over. Short. And that's
Offside.
broke it up. Delayed offside. Royals clear. Fabiancic brings it in. Lock back to pick it up. Let that one go. It'll come right to Short here at the left point. Shot over the top of the net.
Howitzer.
Picked it up off the far boards. Hunt has got it. Watched by Mulrooney. Lock in to help out. It goes to the boards. Cataracts with a chance to chip it out. They do. Fewer racing after it. Watched by Lambswood. Lambswood got a stick on it, and that'll come out. Lock clears it back in. Fewer's got to clear the zone. Rice knocked that down at center. Hand will bring it in. Couldn't shoot it. Puck is loose. There comes back at the point. Goodyear with a shot. Stopped by Graham. Cataracts on their heels right now. Rogers trying to get away. Here's Rogers. Drops it. And behind the play, we got a penalty. I think, well, let's see. Who's going to go? A Royals player?
I think it's going to be coincidentals.
Yeah, Locke is going to go for the Cataracts. And it'll be Josh Han.
Elbow and a slash and a rough.
We'll stay 5-on-5.
No, it's going to be a 2-minute because
Gives an extra one somewhere.
extra 1-2 lock as far as I know. Someone's getting an extra 2. Actually, it's going to be the Royals extra 2. They had a elbow and a rough.
So it will be a power play for
Lock
the
gets a
Cataracts.
slash. Yeah, and a much needed power play. I know it's still early in the game. We're only a couple of minutes, 33 minutes into the second period. But right now the Royals have just scored a couple of quick goals. And they're looking strong down low particularly.
Scores!
Just an easy play, George. I was watching Mercer in front of the net, and he committed to the player, and you cannot go and commit to the player. He pushed off his check, then he committed to the player in the corner. That's just no good. And, of course, wide open on the side of the net. Nippert, who has a great one-timer.
Right, here it is.
We saw his one. If you just watch Mercer in front of the net, he pushes him away, gives him a little push right here. But now he leaves his man. Just watch. He goes here, you go down and commit, and of course, the guy he leaves is the guy who scores. As a D-man, you're already a right D-man. You don't go into the left corner where there's already a guy, and you leave a prolific scorer such as Nippert wide open.
So we said the Cataracts needed to get something going. They got a power play and quickly took advantage of it.
Yeah, they certainly did. But they rotated the puck well, and that was the thing. But I'm sure that the Corner Brook Royals bench, or at least their defensive coaching, should be looking and saying to Mercer, you are already a right D. Their left D is down low. You cannot go to him and do somebody else's job. We talked about that last night, George.
All right, Fabiancic gives it to Brashear. He'll shoot it in. Drover. LaRose plays it in front. The Cataracts will bring it out. Wall. He'll dump it in, and Wall will go into forecheck. He'll go in there with McIsaac. Takes McIsaac hard to the boards. LaRose.
When you're on the ice, you better be aware when Ian Wall is out there.
Anthony back to LaRose. Maher stole it. Gets it to Brashear. Brashear had it stolen at center. LaRose will bring it in. Working against Maher. LaRose trying to work it out in front. Goes to the boards. Maher's got it. To Short. Short's got a bit of room. Gets the shot away. Graham makes a save. Puck sat there for just a second. Then he'll cover it.
Yeah, I don't think he was quite sure. I think he was expecting the pass come across. And it was a quick shot. Low. Glove saw it. No rebound. Pace picked up just a tad there, George. And
yeah, after that Cataracts power play goal.
yeah, and one of the things that you look at is that how well you're playing without the puck. And I can't stress that enough. Anybody can see and know what to do when you got the puck. I'm interested in what you do when you don't have the puck.
Graham came out to play it. Got it over to Davis. It's kept in at the right point. Lambswood kept it in. Cataracts with a chance to move it out. They turn it over inside their own zone, though. Short. Now it'll come out. Here's Coffey. 2-on-1 shaping up. 3-on-1 maybe. Coffey's got it. He'll hold it. Shoots. Barbo with a good save.
Yeah, he gave himself less room.
Coffey. Over to Sampson, and that's stopped by Barbo.
Yeah, and I don't mind Coffey doing that. He used the decoy, but once he got in so deep, there was nowhere for him to go but right into the Barabo's chest. And I mean, Barabo is a big giant of a man in that net.
Smith skating away with it. leave it on the boards. Mercer's got it. Puts it towards the goal. It was
Could be a
knocked down,
breakaway.
and here's a break. Coffey getting in. Passes it across. Barabo with the save. As he sprawls out, gets the right pad down.
The Coffee had no other choice but to get that one across. That was a great play and a phenomenal save by goaltender Barabo. He came across, George, as he was going back in his net with those big long legs and was able to keep it out.
Mike Isaac. Over on the right side. Hunt fed it in front. Backhand.
2 minutes for elbowing. On the penalty, 17:02. Boyle's penalty, unarmed, Josh Haney.
Another shot blocked by the defense. That went off the hand of Sean Rogers.
It did.
He's shaking it. That shot goes wide. Royals buzzing right now.
Penalty, number 20, 8 o'clock. 2 minutes for roughing. On the penalty, 17:02.
Hunt across. McIsaac with a hard shot. Graham's got that. He'll hold it. We'll get a face-off. The Cataracts will change. Things opening up a little bit here in the second period.
Yeah, I think the feeling out process is done.
Yep.
Which bodes well for us as spectators.
Mara wins the face-off. McIsaac back at the point. Push to the boards. Cataracts have it. Move it out to Anthony. Couldn't handle the pass. Trying to stay with it. Mara comes back to get it. Mara to an open area. McIsaac there first. Backhands it out. Nippert couldn't touch it. He was in over the blue line.
Boy, a lot.
Buzzer goes. Play continues, though, of course. You play till the whistle, not the buzzer. And they'll ice it.
Yeah, they're going to call this one.
I
Anthony.
mean, but the Royals stopped playing.
Yeah, well, because the buzzer went, and I understand that. You know, is not something you're used to hearing, of course.
But you again,
You
the
play.
whistle stops the game. They're going to bring it to center. Like,
Yeah. Well, Antle stopped, and that's what created the icing, is he heard the buzzer, and understandable. Anyway, center ice, let her go.
inadvertent buzzer.
Yeah, not a buzzer beater. Gushy's having a chat with Brochure there. He's telling him to get back outside of the circle, and Brochure saying, no, I'm staying here. And I'm looking at him.
Referee went over to quick conversation at the penalty box, and whatever it was he said, he lets the Corner Brook Royals coaching staff know. Yeah, ooh, and a Cataract player knocked down, and much ado about nothing, surely, guys. Ooh. Mitch Goodyear is really upset.
Don O'Brien. Ian Wall better get out of there. Ian Wall
And Goodyear tied up.
Well, Brochure just gave Ian Wall a punch right in the face. And this was all over a face-off, George, when Brochure...
About absolutely nothing.
Zero. Right? About absolutely nothing. When Brochure just steps in front, it took them a while to drop the puck.
So Goodyear's gone to the penalty box. Looks like Wall is going to go.
Goodyear's going to
as
have
well.
to get a penalty because Goodyear
And
came in and
Brashear
really...
is going as well.
He's going for being a gentleman. Like Donald Brochure is in this league, George. Donald Brochure does not want to fight, doesn't need to fight, and I guarantee you, Ian Wall is a lucky man that Donald Brashear only did give him a glove punch. I'm thinking there's got to be at least 4 penalties on this play. I should say on this no play. But until Goodyear came in, no referee had put their arm up.
No, they moved prematurely on the far side.
They
Brashear
did.
moved in, a little whack on the legs, turned around and shoved the Cataract player. And
just a push.
Players started to pile in. Goodyear then came in and knocked over one of the Cataract players. And again,
and then of
all
course,
about nothing.
all
because guys moved a little bit early on the face-off.
Yeah.
I mean, so what?
Well, that's the thing. And I always get amazed at how you compete for space for an inch, and you don't like to give up an inch. George, these are the types of things that really annoy me. We had nothing going on. There was a face-off at center ice because the buzzer had gone inadvertently. And it took us a while to get that face-off to go. And because of that, it creates, people are wondering what's going on. And now we have a couple of penalties, and we can't get it straightened out. And we've had about 6 minutes here now.
So it looks like the Cataracts will have the power play.
Yeah, because the initial penalty is going to Goodyear. And then the other ones are going to be all offsetting with Brashear and Ian Wall and whomever else. As I only see Ian Wall in the bench for the Cataracts.
Yes.
And I see 3. Well, you have Brashear, Goodyear, which makes sense.
It's 5-on-4. Poirier, Cataracts trailing by 1 now with the man advantage. Shot by LaRose, comes to the side of the goal, kept out.
They scored on their last man advantage.
There's Poirier. And that'll get out down the ice. Graham comes out to play it. Up to Drover. Drover gains his own. Shot. Stopped by Barbo, or did that hit the post? I'm not sure.
Hit his arm, I think, George.
I believe it did, yeah.
Yeah, hit his left arm.
LaRose comes this side. Nippard into the middle. Poirier. LaRose shot. That missed the target. Nippard keeps it onside. Threw it into the slot. Chance here for Marr to clear it, and he does. 1 minute to go in the power play. Nippard. LaRose. Oh, sorry, Poirier. Now it's LaRose. He'll bring it in, puts on the brakes. Poirier. Anthony. Being hounded, back to LaRose. The other side. Into the slot area, and Royals with a chance to clear it, couldn't. LaRose will keep it in. LaRose shot off his stick, went up over the top of the net. Poirier backhanded it in front, and the Royals come out short-handed.
Short-handed 2-on-1.
Marr fed it across. Whoa! Great job by Davis to hop over the goaltender. Got a stick on the pass and then jumped over the goaltender to leapfrog him. Could have been a nasty collision.
That could have been very bad.
Penalty is now over. We are back to even strength. Locke goes to the right side. Throws it over to Fewer. It's taken by Lambswood. Green over the other side. Shot by Mulrooney goes wide. So it went off a stick. It gets past everybody and down the ice. And there'll be an icing call against the Royals. 10:39 to go, second period. We've got a one-goal game. Good one going here now at the Joe.
It is a little bit of animosity, a little bit of pushing and shoving, create a bit of excitement for your Sunday afternoon. Save your turkey till after 5:30 or so. Watch some football. Go Habs, go.
Smith behind the goal. That'll get out to center. Mulrooney. Pass kind of bounced and hopped and stuck at center. Brashear comes to the board, shoots it in. A bump from Locke. Mulrooney. Take it back behind the goal. Good outlet. Right to Fewer. Tried to get it over to Rogers. That was picked off.
That's icing. How come there's no icing?
Isaac holds it in with his skate. Tried to play it back to the point. Fewer's got it. Fewer. And Rogers, he stopped at the blue line. McIsaac gets it to King. King in over the blue line. McIsaac trailing. McIsaac with the shot. Fabiancic to McIsaac. Tyler Hunt. Back to McIsaac. And that went off the Cataract player's leg and out of play.
Okay. It's a new one on me as well.
Not letting the Cataracts change.
No, referee Rob Canning is saying as a result of the dumping by McIsaac, it went in off a Cataract player and out of play. Therefore, you're not able to change in the offensive zone. Well, or the defensive zone, sorry.
Face-off win for the Royals goes to the boards. Rogers has got it. Rogers just gets rid of it.
He's not going to be able to change again now either because that's an icing.
Yeah, that'll be an icing call. That same group will have to stay out there for the Cataracts. 9:15 to go, second period.
So that must be a new rule because I wasn't aware of it. I'm going to have to get Eddie Flood on speed dial.
He's got a message from somebody saying Barabo reminds him of the former Gander Flyers import goalie, Wayne Savage. And I can go along with that.
Yeah, lefty. A lot bigger than Savage, though.
Well, Savage was a big guy, too.
He was, but Barabo is a giant.
Not Yay Savage, just Savage.
Yeah.
And Barabo coming out to play. It makes the pass up at the blue line. McIsaac got knocked down. Andel's in all alone. Yeah. Scores!
Made the check, turned the puck over, and took the check to make a pass. You got to give him full credit there, McIsaac. And now they established their 2-goal lead again.
All right, here it is.
Just a great pass from Barabo, though, George. If you just watch this all the way up the ice. We talked about that so often. You look at the Cataracts, they got 3 guys that are going. McIsaac makes a nice pass, and, of course, another great shot by Antel.
So Royals back up by 2, as you say, Robert?
Well, I'm looking at for sure.
It's the same thing that went on before.
Yeah, he's hitting Cody Drover, and now Gushy. I can't wait to speak to Gushy after this game. I guarantee you when the puck drops again here now, Brochure is going to give it to Cody Drover again.
They're both well inside the circle.
Just watch this.
Nope. Didn't happen. Down the ice, it was touched, so no icing. Wall back to get it. Off the skate of Smith, kept it in.
He did a great job. That's going to be icing again.
Yeah, they missed Drover on that one. Drover was trying to come up through the middle, and the pass went to the boards. Smith backhands it in.
Andrew Antle. Assist number 10, Jordan Mara.
Antle's always possessed a good shot and a great release.
Time of the goal, 8:38.
Smith back in his own end to retrieve it.
8:38.
Skates away from Drover. Up on the right side to Brashear. Just get it into the Cataracts end. Anthony plays it back. They come up towards the blue line. Goodyear got there to keep it in. Good hustle there by Mitch Goodyear. And everybody going down behind the net. It's going to be a penalty.
That's going to draw a lot of people here.
And Goodyear, again, he's feisty today.
That's going to draw a lot of people there.
Goodyear still wants at somebody.
He doesn't care who it is.
Officials get in there quickly, but that was quite a pile-up behind the net.
And George, anytime there's a puck on the boards and then when Ian Wall is around, there is going to be some type of skirmish.
He draws attention.
He does. I think it might be offsetting penalties. There was going to be just a one call originally, but as a result of the semi-altercation, I guess you call it. Yeah, the Stripes are going to earn their stripes this afternoon.
Ian Wall going to the penalty box, I believe, for the Cataracts. Brashear and Nippard were chatting, and Nippard was kind of laughing and chuckling, and Brashear gave him a two-hander in the chest.
Well, the thing is, too, Brashear wasn't on the ice. George, I can't help but think this going back a dozen years now when Darren Langan first came back in the league, and it was more about that kind of stuff than it was about the game itself, and all of a sudden you lose track and you look up and the home team is losing.
So again, we've got a lengthy delay as they sort this out.
But there was no change of players. Now it's very difficult for the officials to know who was on the ice, but Donald Brashear was not on the ice.
No, Brashear was not on the ice when all that happened. He came off the bench and got engaged with Anthony, or Nippard rather.
Yeah, and linesman Gushy's gone over to tell the Royals who they had to put over in the box, and they're yelling at him, and Gushy's just saying, I'm only the messenger, guys.
Ethan James going to the penalty box for the Royals, number 19.
But George, if you can remember at the end of the first period, Nippard was having a couple of words with a couple of players, King in particular. Him and Maher had some battles down in the offense, or excuse me, in the face-off dots. And I can guarantee you Donald Brashear has remembered that. So we got Rob Canning down now speaking to Coach Paul Levine. We have referee Windsor, who's down just below us here at the penalty box. But George, this period has seemed like an eternity, and we still have 7.5 minutes left.
Right now, the only penalty showing on the board is Ian Wall for the Cataracts, 2 minutes.
Well, it took 20 minutes to figure it out, so it better be more than one.
Well, the other ones may, Wall may have gotten the extra one. So that would
well, the
be
original
only
penalty is
two
being
go
called
up.
on Wall.
Yeah. Now Wall is coming out of the penalty box. Is he?
Yeah. He's going to get kicked out of the game, George, from checking from behind. I can guarantee you. As a matter of fact, as soon as it happened, I guarantee you he's got checking from behind or boarding 5-minute major, one or the other.
Well, right now, 2 minutes on the clock showing.
Okay. Well, he's kicked out the game, which means he's going to get 2 minutes from checking behind and kicked out the game. Okay. Maybe it's only because he wasn't injured, but it's not the result, it's the attempt.
So it's 5-on-4 power play for the Royals. 2-minute power play. Smith rather, number 8, will drop it off to Antle. Short gets to it in the corner, puts it back below the goal line. Short for Marr. Back up to McIsaac. Smith. Antle. All alone in front. Short made the pass. Looking for Marr, and the Cataracts able to get a stick on it, but can't get it out.
He had too much time.
There's Marr. Up to McIsaac. Gets deflected. Short got a piece of that. Hit it with the shaft of the stick.
He did.
And it went wide. Marr's on it. Mulrooney tripped him up. That's going to be another penalty to the Cataracts.
Yeah, it is.
No doubt about that one.
Well, you come with your stick and you go down hard, and then, of course, the stick is in between the guy's legs. That's an easy call. Now it's going to be a 5-on-3 for a minute, barring anything else. The Cataracts really in here now, because of the extracurriculars that have taken place, have really lost their focus, and now having a couple penalties in a row. Wall, who's now ejected from the game. Still waiting the announcement.
Marr down to the side of the goal. They can't jam it in. Royals stay on it. Wraparound attempt. It's in the crease. Graham able to keep it out. Royals stay on it. Marr has it back at the blue line. Marr, he'll shoot it. And that is grabbed by Graham. He'll hang on to it. 40 seconds left to go in the first penalty to the Cataracts. A minute 36 left in the second one. So still a lengthy 5-on-3.
Yeah, indeed.
Cataracts win the faceoff and get it out. That'll help. McIsaac back up inside his own blue line. Drops it off to Marr. To Smith. McIsaac. Now they'll set up. 20 seconds to go in the 5-on-3. Marr walking in.
Unbelievable amount of room, but it is a 5-on-3.
5-on-3 will give you a little extra room.
Yeah.
McIsaac.
It's a hard one to defend against.
McIsaac shot off the stick of Nippard. First penalty is now over. It's 5-on-4. Stolen by Poirier, and he will clear it.
I was surprised that Big Brashear wasn't out there to start the 5-on-3. And the power play, I mean, he'd occupy two guys.
2 minutes in the game for checking from behind.
There you go.
On the penalty, 7:37.
2 minutes and checking from behind.
Yeah.
Game misconduct to Ian Wall.
And it was a clear check from behind, there's no question.
For roughing. On the penalty, 7:37. That's Wall for roughing at 7:37. Royals penalty, number 19, Ethan James, 2 minutes for roughing. On the penalty, 7:37. That's James for roughing at 7:37.
Nippard, he'll get it out. Time winding down in this power play. Just 15 seconds left in the penalty to the Cataracts.
On the penalty, 6:41. That's Maroney for tripping at 6:41.
And that'll do it. Cataracts kill it off. That pass forces the Royals outside. King turns. That hit Coffey. Now he'll backhand it in. Green off the boards and out. Down the ice. Got by everybody. They're going to wave it off, saying Fabiacci could have caught up to it. Rogers will get to it first on the boards for the Cataracts. The puck knocked away from him. Scrambly play there and just inside the blue line. Rogers has got it again. Now he gets taken out along the boards. Fabiancic along the boards. Back at the point. Gets by Mulrooney, who just came out of the penalty box. Forced back by House. He puts on the brakes. Nice little play. Gets it into the corner. And the Cataracts get a chance to move it out. Pass was in the feet of Fewer. Delayed offside. Rogers hears it now and peels back. Fewer broke that up. Here's Rogers. Rogers coming in to Locke. Into the middle. Shot. Stopped. Barabo, I think, got the stick on it.
Yeah, Poirier was a nice play. Locke gave it to Poirier. Got a good shot away, but a better save.
Taylor. That's broken up. Good outlet. Sampson's got it in the corner. Kept in by Davis. Thrown in front of the net. Goes to the corner. Smith on it first. To McIsaac. Knocked down by LaRose. Good thing.
It was.
Hunt was in behind everybody. Graham behind the net. LaRose. Pass in behind Davis. LaRose has to go back into his own end. He'll leave it there. Comes out to Sampson. Tried to go across ice and went off a skate. Comes in to Maher. Maher circling the goal. Right across. The Royals player. That was Taylor. Had his stick tied up at the side of the net. Couldn't get a shot away.
Cataracts are doing a lot of puck watching here now.
Things get quiet here at the Joe.
Very quiet. Eerily quiet.
Yeah, LaRose.
There's not a lot of anything going on. As a visiting team, you love that.
Drover gave it away at center. Short's
Yeah.
got it. He'll bring it in. Drops it off. Antle tried to make the pass. Went off Drover. Davis. He'll just get rid of it.
There's just nothing going on here for the Cataracts at all. They're just stood still, George, and not able to develop any type of forward movement whatsoever.
Nippard. He'll bring it in. Nippard with his shot. Went off a stick over the top of the net. Kept in by the Cataracts. Puck goes to the boards.
Last minute of play. Second.
Into the final minute.
It's going to be
here
a
in
penalty
period
here
two.
now. This is going to go against Short for roughing.
That is the call.
Yeah, I mean, he loses his check on the boards, and then he just turns around and punches him in the head, knocks him over. I mean, like, it's not a street fight. It's an easy call, and it's a terrible penalty to take if you're the Royals. You're inside of a minute. There's nothing going on, and you decide to punch a guy in the head because you missed a check.
It's a big moment here in the game with 55.4 seconds to go in the second period. Cataracts trailing by 2 on the power play. Faceoff goes to the boards, comes back to the point. Poirier has it. Poirier to LaRose. Drover to LaRose. Hits some bodies in front and
Yeah,
cleared by the Royals.
Well, there was 5 bodies there. Had to hit somebody.
Poirier. Drover. Back to LaRose. LaRose with a quick shot. That was blocked.
Went off the stick.
That was blocked by House, and then again the Royals. It's one and done. Cataracts. There's 15 seconds to go in the period. Davis almost gave it away. Cataracts bring it in. LaRose with a shot. Barbo didn't see it. Missed short side. They've got just the outside of the net, and that's going to do it. And that is the second period. Good one for the Royals.
A very good one for the Royals.
They led 1-0 after one. They increased their lead to 3-1 after 2 periods.
Well, maybe now, George, going into the third period in terms of the Cataracts, after the a little bit of the shenanigans and extracurriculars. You try to get focused to come back, because at the end of the day, that's what it is. You have to get focused to come back to the game.
Shots on goal, 26-23, favoring the Royals. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back with the third period of this game in just a few minutes. Grand Falls Windsor Cataracts trailing the Corner Brook Royals 3-1 after 40 minutes of play. You're watching Central West Senior Hockey League action from the Joe Byrne Memorial Stadium in Grand Falls, Windsor, here on AO.live. Still a minute 5 left in the penalty to the Royals. As we start this third period, they lead this game 3-1. The second period took a long time to play.
Forever.
And
Is it still Sunday?
Number of delays.
I'm glad I had lunch before I came up because I would certainly need another lunch down here today. This is another different configuration that the Cataracts got here as their 3 forwards now, George. I haven't seen this one before with Nipper in the middle.
Davis
Cody Drover on the right side and
Mark Davis on this
Mark
side.
Davis on the left. I haven't seen this one.
And we get the 2
And
defensemen, LaRose and Poirier, on the back.
Yeah, the 2 importees. We're going to have to drop the puck. Player coming through the gate.
Yeah, player for the Royals just coming through the tunnel over on the other side of the gate and making his way to the bench. Came out on the ice. Well, try it again. Cataracts win it. Poirier. We can make something happen here early with this power play opportunity. Get it down low for Drover. Couldn't get a stick on it. Comes back to the point. Hops over the stick of Poirier. Graham out to play it. Off ahead. Drover brings it in over the blue line. Drover swinging wide. Takes it behind the goal. Right out in front, and a swing and a miss by Nippert, who was set up beautifully by Drover.
Great pass.
Still 25 seconds left to go in the power play. Poirier walks in. Around the other side, Nippert to LaRose. His shot stopped by Baribeau. LaRose with a shot that just missed. Far side got by Nippert, and that's going to do it for the power play. So we're back to 5-on-5. Cataracts with a couple of chances.
Yeah, LaRose, who's in his familiar perch over on the left side, being a right-hand shooter, got away a couple of good shots. One wide, however, and the other one was good blocker save by the goaltender.
So we remain 3-1. McIsaac to King, chip it in. Graham played it off the boards, down the ice. I don't think it was ever going to cross the goal line. It hit on an angle that it came right across the goal line.
It did.
Rogers was in looking for it. Fewer has it, and Fewer puts it back in behind the goal. Baribeau out to play it.
I like to see Fewer get more engaged down low, George. There's a big body. Easy to get in around the forecheck more and create
Rogers knocked
some
his man
turnovers.
down.
Yeah, like some of the smaller guys in the Cataracts really get engaged. I like to see Fewer do more.
Shear had it knocked off his stick. Puck comes out. Royals were changing. Fewer will get to it first. Fewer tried to bank it off the goalie, I think.
Out of that, it was a real hard pass to the forward coming late.
Had a lot of zip on it.
It did.
That shot went off a leg.
Which I think he did mean to bank it.
Rogers. Royals bring it out. Marr. Jordan Marr going inside, outside, makes a great move and then missed short side.
Seen that many a time in a green uniform.
Yeah, get caught fishing for that puck.
Yeah, you can't do that with Jordan Marr. That's offside. Well, that's a bad no call there.
Cataracts come up with it. Mulrooney off the boards, out it comes. McIsaac puts on the brake, shoots it in. Graham out to play it. Drover gets it over to Mulrooney. Up to Drover, quick pass through the middle. Looking for Nippert. Nippert was held up there by McIsaac. Marr just avoided the hit from Davis. Puck comes loose. Royals have it. Out they come. Josh Hand drops it Tyler Hunt, weak shot, cleared away. Royals stay on it, get it in front, taken by the Cataracts. They'll bring it out. Cody Drover. And that is offside against the Cataracts.
Yeah, just a little hesitation there at the blue line, full-fledged going through. And as a result, a couple of feet offside.
Please make your way to the Cataracts break to claim your prize.
LaRose. Forwards back, gets it in over the blue line. Sampson, pass in behind his teammate, and the Royals come back. Short, dumps it in. Smith in there first. Play in behind the Cataracts net, now into the near corner. Taylor looking for it, back at the point. Mercer, wrist shot, didn't get through. Smith takes it off the boards, and then he turned it over, and the Cataracts come out. Locke. That one off his skate. Looked like they had something going. Now they'll come the other way. Here's Taylor. He had it taken away. LaRose to Locke. Up over his stick. Cleared out.
That was a good pass. He's got a Corolla puck.
Taylor will keep it in for the Royals. Tried to feed it in front. Rogers got a stick on it. Plays it into the corner and behind the net. Rose had it taken away. Mulrooney gets it to LaRose, who pokes it into the corner. Good shift here by the Corner Brook Royals.
Yeah, each side of the rink.
Cataracts can't find a way to get it out. That's one way.
And that's going to result in an icing.
Anthony was hustling, trying to get there, but couldn't outrace the Royals' defense.
That's when you draw up on the board and you ask your forwards to execute down low, and they did it to a T. Each of the players got engaged in left, middle, and right, and of course behind the net, won puck battles, got the puck and forced the Cataracts to be chasing the puck, and those are the ones that are really tiring.
Face-off win Royals. McIsaac with a shot right into Graham. No traffic in front. Easy catch there for the goaltender. What is Donald Brashear doing? He's going to get a penalty, deservedly. There was absolutely nothing going on. The goaltender made the save. He just reached up and poked the guy in the face. What is that?
LaRose just gave him just a little push out of the way, and Brashear just decided he was going to punch him in the mask. So I think as a result of what took place in the second period, referee Rob Canning says enough of this, and that will prevent any more of that. Because those are the types of things that evolved and what we've seen happen in the second period. Much to do about nothing and causes silliness.
And Cataracts with another power play opportunity. They were stopped by Antle. Davis into the middle. So trying to score in the rush, might want to set things up.
Well, they're not having any establishment down low. This is what they need now with this guy.
LaRose takes it to the outside, swings it around. Drover, now they'll set up. Back to Nippert, back to Drover. Back up to Poirier. LaRose, his shot, it's tipped, they score!
Just an easy shot in, George. A wrist shot. LaRose from the middle of the rink. We're sure is going to have a chat to the official here now, and he just gave him another penalty. You were missing it, George, as you turn your head, and I knew it was going to happen.
Davis got the tip in to score.
Yeah,
so
but Brashear got
out.
Now he's just kicked him out of the game.
That's going to be Brashear's afternoon.
As soon as Brashear got out of the box, George, as he walked or he skated by Rob Canning, and I'm sure he had a couple of choice words for him. So Rob Camden gave him a 2-minute unsportsmanlike immediately, which never satisfied Brashear, so then he had something else to say to him. Rob Camden said, okay, get yourself an early shower. And listen, officials will let you say some things, but I'm sure that it wasn't too kind. Let's go back to the power play, George, and just a wrist shot from LaRose in there with a deflection in front of the net, but the puck got through.
Okay, so it wasn't 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike. It must have been given him misconduct because we were 5-on-5.
Yeah, okay, that's what, yeah.
Davis with a shot, that just missed. The Cataracts can build a little momentum off that power play goal.
But I watched referee Rob Cameron. He immediately pointed to him and said, get in the box.
That's fed in front, comes to the boards. Davis holding off King. He gets to the side of the goal out in front. LaRose just missed it. The hands went to the side of the head. He thought he had a chance to tie it up. Drove her to the front of the goal. Poke checked as he cut it in front.
Great poke check.
Back up top. LaRose with another chance. That hit Marr. Marr's shaken up. That from a sharp angle. Comes back to the point. Poirier. Behind for Drover. Drover gets knocked down by Mercer. Back to LaRose. Poirier. Back to LaRose. His shot right into the crease that rattles around and comes to the boards. Long pass in behind the Royals player, and that's going to be icing against the Corner Brook Royals. And yeah, the Cataracts coming on after getting that power play goal, cutting it to a 1-goal game.
That was feverish action then for a full minute and a half. And the two Cataract D-men stayed out for the entire 2 minutes. And then 30 or 40 seconds afterwards, there were a number of opportunities down low. Barabo came up with a big poke check and a pad save. Not sure how he saw the puck.
Off the boards for King. They got a 2-on-1. King holding it, fed it in front. Went off the defenseman, and Graham keeps it out.
That could have been disastrous.
And it's brought some life into the Joe Byrne as well. We talked about in the second period. You said it was eerily quiet.
Oh, it was like just coming into a church. All we could hear was the organist.
Fewer can't catch up to it. Fabiancic got there first, got it ahead to Hunt. Hunt has to go all the way over to the other side to get it. Now they'll bring it in over the blue line. Short. House. That shot is stopped. Goes just wide.
That's going to go on net.
Barabo quickly ahead, finds House. Mulrooney's got to get over there. Hunt has got it.
Barabo's an incredible passer. He's already getting assists in this game.
House will bring it in. Now the Royals come back. That hit the goal post and stayed
Inside of
out.
the post, had the goaltender beat going to the left, and it went back to the right.
Yeah, hit the post, went behind the goaltender, and out the other side.
Nobody can find the puck down there.
Fabiancic.
Can't believe he never got a penalty on that.
That looked like a hold. Looked like the old horse collar from football.
He definitely tugged him on the shirt. There's no doubt about that. Fabiancic on the way back out took a look.
In behind the goal it goes. Cataracts have it. Poirier shot towards the goal. It was deflected.
That was a great deflection.
Sampson got a stick on it,
He
and the
did.
wrist went wide. Poirier will chase it down in the corner. To the front of the goal for Oak, and it's chipped, and it goes up and out of play.
Cataracts have really upped their game, George, in the last 6 minutes particularly. And as a result of the Donald Brashear penalty and then his ejection, it seemed to breathe some life into these Grand Falls Windsor Cataracts at a very opportune time.
LaRose to the side of the goal. It comes in front of the goal, and Barabo forced to cover it up.
Ticket number 2958. That is ticket number 2958. Please go to the Cataracts break to claim your prize.
Nippert in front, shot. Oh, Davis thought he'd scored. Davis has got it again. Another shot.
This is like a shooting gallery. We got sticks going, we got bodies going, legs going. That went off the goaltender and the post.
Yeah, Davis had his stick in the air.
He did.
That stopped at the blue line. Davis has got it. He's had a strong game for the Cataracts this afternoon.
He had a stick in the air, much the same as when LaRose has his up on his head there a couple of minutes ago.
As LaRose gets it ahead. Fewer. Nippert will chase it down in the corner. Comes off the boards. Davis in front. It's chipped over the top of the net by Fewer. Nippert behind the goal. Fabiancic on him. Jordan Marr winding up. Marr. Into the middle. Shot stopped by Graham. He's really opening up here in this second or his third period. Mercer. McIsaac. Mulrooney. This side. Locke. Drops it for Rogers. Stopped by Barbeau.
Nice play.
Back to Poirier. Went off his skate. Mercer.
It's hard to get any
Just
pucks
clears.
through.
Much quicker pace here in the third than we saw in the first two periods.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Is Fabiancic getting away? Comes back to James. His shot didn't get through. That one hit the outside of the net. Poirier squeezed out along the board. Stays with it. He's got the puck. Gets it to Rogers. Rogers. Poirier wants it. Poirier's got it. Poirier with a shot. Fabiancic got a stick in the way and it went wide. Just got a piece of it. Just over 8 minutes left to go in regulation time. James chips it out. Taken there by LaRose. He's forced back. LaRose, good pass for Oak. Oak with a bit of room. Sampson heading for the front of the goal to get it to Sampson. He tips it and Barabo's got it.
Good play. Really like the way that play developed, and you see Sampson going for the net, just looking for the little tip. Got the little tip. That was a good play. I got to like that down low. Barabo, huge goaltender, just comes across, reads that play well, takes it right in the midsection. Easy save.
Boyles move it out. Marr over the other side. Try and feed it in front. That was Taylor. Taylor stays with it. Back to Goodger. Goodger shot right on goal. Scooped up by Graham.
Face-off win.
50-50 ticket prize has been claimed.
Break here for the Cataracts. Davis shot off of Smith's stick and up and out of play.
Yeah, Smith did a good job of closing there. Got the stick in the shooting lane. So, yeah, there's that call again, George.
Can't change.
No. Goodyear was going to go to the box. Referee Rob Canning. So it went off of the stick in the offensive zone or defensive zone. Not allowed to change. Okay, that's a new one.
Here's LaRose over the other side. Chance here. Shot. Stopped by Barbo.
Yeah, that's one you'd like to see him come back to the middle a little bit more, create a bit of a better angle.
Carter Bound had that last chance.
Yeah. Carter Bound playing D. We've seen him play forward a lot as a what I would call an energy guy. Haven't seen him play D with the Cataracts much.
Play with skate on top of the puck.
Yeah, that's tough.
King goes down into the corner. He and LaRose leave the puck there. Someone's got to go get it. Cataracts have it. Anthony will get to it. Anthony lost it. Played out by the Royals. Short. Under 7 minutes to go. To King. Anthony off the boards to Rogers. Rogers with a bit of room. Rogers in over the blue line. Shoots it. Barbo will hold it. We'll face off in the Royals' end. 6.5 left here in the third period.
Yeah, the Cataracts have definitely upped the tempo a tad, and you talked about the pace of play in the second period compared to the third, George, and one of the reasons being in the third period there's been fewer penalties and there's been more 5-on-5, which creates a better flow.
Yeah.
Right, we had a lot of silliness in the second period, and we had a little bit to start the third, and of course referee Rob Kenny took care of that.
Mulrooney is knocked down at center and got hit, and it's going to be a penalty coming up to the Royals.
It's going to be a check in the back, cross check. It wasn't a real hard one. Both officials called it immediately. His back was to him, gave him a little bit of cross check above the pants, below the shoulder pads, which is an area which is exposed and it hurts. It's just going to be a 2-minute cross check, I would think.
Jeff Rice gone to the penalty box for the Royals. So Cataracts back on the power play. They scored on their last man advantage.
Maybe it's going to be more than 2. I can't see it being more than 2.
That's what's on the up on the clock. 2 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know why it takes so long to identify. Oh, it's going to be more than 2, George, because they're going to have another guy go.
Yeah.
I don't get that. But anyway, that's why I'm here. As I watched referee Windsor there, and a normal 2-minute monitor would not take this much time.
The Royals have got to put 2 players in the box, so we're going to have to wait for the announcement. But it is just a 5-on-4 power play.
Yeah. So what is he? Well,
okay, we are set to go. Puck goes into the corner. Royals can't clear it.
Great opportunity for the Cataracts here now to even this game.
Poirier to LaRose, back to Poirier, over to Nippard. Poirier. He and LaRose crisscross. LaRose has it, can't shoot it, leaves it. Nippard will shoot it off a stick. And it just went over the top of the net. Almost dropped in behind the goaltender. Drover. Poirier shot off the stick of Taylor. And now Taylor's got it. He's got a chance to clear, and he does. Down the ice, bouncing puck, played by Graham over to Drover. Minute 10 to go in the power play. Drover cutting in. Drover's in all alone. Drover with a shot. Barbo came way out, cut down the angle. Really didn't give Drover anywhere to go.
Nothing. And Drover also left-handed shooter on the left-hand side. Not much of an angle anyway. Goaltender comes out there. I mean, you look at the angle, George, that we got right here, which is basically what same as Cody Drover just faced. And this goaltender is just gigantic. there's nothing to shoot at anyway. And of course, from where we're to, we can see a little bit in it. Where he's to his Cataract timeout, where he's to Drover, that means he sees nothing, only white jersey.
.102 left to go in the power play. I'm wondering if this timeout is to give that first unit a bit of rest so they can keep LaRose and Poirier out there.
Could be, yeah. Well, I'm looking right here now. Cody White, who's the assistant coach, is not doing any of the talking. The 2 import players, Rose and Poirier, are doing all the talking.
Got 5:20 left to go. Across the way, there's the Royals bench. Alex Snow, their head coach. Matt Crane, assistant coach.
They didn't get a coach till later during the summer. They were looking for a head coach, put out some feelers, and
You turned it down?
I didn't turn it down, but a good friend of mine did.
That's okay. Don't give away any secrets.
No. But anyway, then they finally got one in place, and they put together a package. Got some import players.
Yeah, a pretty good team.
Good couple of trades.
Nippard down low. Back to Nippard. And indeed, that first unit stays out there. LaRose. Poirier. Trover. Nippard along the goal line. Tried to feed it in front.
He did.
You come back to Poirier. To Drover. LaRose. Shot.
And that's
missed. And
it's a tough angle.
Drover's got it. Back to Poirier. Over to LaRose. 20 seconds to go in the power play. Poirier with a hard shot that whistled wide. Davis. Trying to get it to the front of the goal. It's still in behind. Davis pushed to the boards by McIsaac. Maher goes down. No, Royals wanted a call there. LaRose with a shot and Barbo with another really, really good save.
They were asking for a trip on it because the stick was in the skates, but it was trying to get the puck. And that's why there was no call.
Now the Cataracts will change up that power play, and the power play has, in fact, just ended.
4:18 remaining here in the third. 3-2. We got ourselves a good third period. There's no doubt about it. And a good game.
Anthony couldn't get good contact with the puck to get away a good shot, but they stay on it.
Got to give the Rolls credit in front of their net, George. And you remember last year, this was one of their signature things is that they blocked so many shots, and they
King's
get
shot
into
was blocked.
the lanes.
Mulrooney dances in over the blue line. Tyrell Mulrooney went off a stick in behind. McIsaac's got it too short. 3.5 to go. LaRose back to Mulrooney. Mulrooney trying to cut in. He lost it. LaRose following up on it. LaRose forced back out. Nippard. Davis leaves it for Nippard. Can't get it to the front of the goal. Everything's being kept to the outside. Poirier over the other side. LaRose. Nippard trying to get to it behind the goal. McIsaac in there as well.
Good check by McIsaac to separate.
Maher comes up with the puck. And he'll play it off the glass and get it out. Davis stopped at the blue line. Gives it to Drover. Drover lost it. Maher has it. McIsaac over to Mercer. Mercer gets it up over center, shoots it in right on goal. I think Graham would like to have moved it, but
yeah, he got stuck in his elbow there,
Yep.
and because he definitely wanted to. But George, I can remember last year watching the Royals play here, and if you can remember, it was so often they blocked so many shots, get sticks in the shooting lanes and passing lanes, and just all the time. And even though the Cataracts have had a lot of pressure here in the last 7 or 8 minutes, and lots of shot attempts, a lot of them are just not getting through because the Royals, both their forwards and D, sacrificed themselves incredibly.
now the Royals have called a timeout.
Yeah. You're going to see Cataracts pull a goaltender within 40 seconds, 35, 40 seconds, particularly if they get possession down low.
2:28 left to go here in the third. If this continues, it looks like it's going to be an interesting season. I mean, the Cataracts lost to Deer Lake by 1 goal
On the road.
last week.
Yep.
Cornerbrook lost by 1 goal to Deer Lake last night. We've got a 1-goal game here, and hopefully it'll stay like that through the season.
I
Very
like it.
competitive games.
I really like that. And that's all you can ask as a fan on any given weekend, any given game, that there's an opportunity to win. And that really creates interest. And even though you want your home team to win all the time, is that even when that team is on the road, you know that there's a chance that it's going to be a competitive game. And as these teams get, more familiar with themselves, and let's remember, most of them are just getting here and playing together for the first time. Teams practice very little. And even when they do practice, they don't have a full contingent.
Yeah, no, the Cataracts had a skate yesterday morning.
And Thursday night. Thursday night there was eight or nine skaters.
And that was the first time that they had kind of everybody here.
That's right.
First time that LaRose and Poirier had been here.
Yeah. And that's just the nature of senior hockey. When guys are coming from everywhere.
Davis getting some room. Davis with a shot. That's kicked out. Rebound is there. Barbo with another one.
I can't believe he saved it.
Off the boards and out.
That was incredible.
That's knocked down by Short, sent back in. 2 minutes left to go now in this one. Over. LaRose shot, another save by Barbo, and no rebound, and Cataract player gets dumped in the back of the net. It's to be expected at this point.
Well, if you're there and you chop heads a couple times, I don't care if you touch the puck, the goaltender or anything, you should get shoved into the back of the net. There was no loose puck.
Graham is up at the Cataracts bench, and it looks like he is going to stay there. Well, let's see. No,
they're going to wait to see if they win the face-off, which is always a strange one because I've always said before, you got a better chance of winning the face-off with possession.
That's been
with
my
an
argument,
extra body.
and that's what they're going to go with. Graham has gone to the.
This could be trouble. It's going to be icing.
That just missed the open net. Face-off will come back in the Royals' end. 1:37. Cataracts net is empty. Get our scoreboard straightened out. The timeout taken off and the empty net up there. Poirier couldn't hold it in. Big battle for it just inside the blue line. The Royals clear it. Getting to it is Antle.
He's got himself a couple. He's looking for the hat trick.
Behind the net, Davis leaves it for Drover. Drover swinging through, gets it in over the blue line. Drover around behind the net, knocked off his stick. Into the final minute, back at the point, Poirier. That shot off a stick. Back to Poirier. Come this side, off the boards. Puck goes up in the air. Back towards the point. Kept onside by Poirier. Then he turned it over. Andel's got it. Picked off by Davis. 35 seconds left.
It's
offside as Drover was caught about 8 feet inside the blue line.
Yeah, just couldn't get out. And of course, once you picked it up, Davis picked it up. He's not even looking over to his left. He's just wanting to get that puck back in the zone. You got tired bodies here now, and that's the result.
Net remains empty with 34.2 seconds left. Cataracts control it from the faceoff. This is LaRose. And it comes back out. Poirier. He'll bring it in. He'll go in to chase. Poirier's got it down low. Gets it out in front. Puck bouncing around. Out towards the blue line and out. Maher's got it. Empty net, and Maher looked up and lost it. Then Maher gets taken to the board. Stays with it though. Throws it out in front. 7 seconds left. That's going to do it. That one goes wide as the buzzer goes, and the Royals hang on to win this one in a pretty good hockey game once the teams got around to playing hockey.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
3-2 victory.
I got to give full credit to Rob Canning as an official. I don't usually side on the side of the officials, but the thing is that there was a number of extracurriculars took place which really took away from the game. I love aggressive play. I love hard battles on the boards and pushing and shove, but not stuff that's got nothing to do with the game afterwards. And so we saw that in the second period, and we saw a little bit start the third, and referee Rob Canning said, that's enough of this. And then we had a great third period of ice hockey.
Yeah, once they settled down, we had it's good hockey. And as I said a moment ago, I think this bodes well for the rest of the season. If it continues like this, very competitive between the teams in the league. With the, if Stephenville can get themselves going, but the Royals, Red Wings, and Cataracts right now doesn't look like there's a lot of difference between them.
No, only after seeing a game each.
Yeah,
with each of the teams.
Small sample size.
Yeah, but 3-2 last night. The Royals obviously are much improved. They are a good team last year.
Yep.
How the Stephenville Lightning beat them in the set is
was an upset.
But we know that Deer Lake are going to be a tough, strong team. They're a veteran team. They got some really good players, and so you think about that. Now the Cataracts are much improved. Let's call a spade a spade. They're much improved. The thing is, you can't turn pucks over in the neutral zone. And the first goal, that was a result of a turnover in the neutral zone. And, Antle, who's got a really good shot, won that puck battle, got it there on the boards. Brochure was cutting across, boom. Then, power plays, a couple of good power plays. The thing is with the Cataracts right now, what they've got to realize is that they're going to be competitive every night. But there's no such thing as a mistake-free game, George. But one of the things you got to do is you got to try to, what we call, reduce the mistakes. You're never going to eliminate them.
No, there's always going to be mistakes.
But you got to reduce them.
Same as here in the booth. There's always going to be mistakes.
Well, we got a lot. I need to reduce a lot.
We're trying. I keep saying we'll be perfect next game, but
when's the next game?
I keep going with that. We're back here in a couple of weeks' time. We've got a couple more Cataracts games, and I believe one Central Impact game to do in 2 weeks' time.
Oh, a couple weeks. Got a week off.
We got next weekend off.
Okay, good.
Yep. And I think all the games are going to be here at the Joe Burns, so I can leave all this equipment
That's
here,
beautiful.
which is good for me.
I
was going to mention, for the Cataracts, if you're looking at this from a Cataract fan perspective, you got to be thinking all the new players on the team. It's a real new look, and they've only played a couple of games. The upside is there once they start getting used to playing with each other, and trying to put a positive spin on this.
I totally agree. I like what I see. The additions to a couple of forwards. And Nippert is a great addition. Yes, they lost arguably, between him and Cody Drover, they're two best offensive players the last 2 years. But Nippert has really come in and played well. I really like that. I like the fact that Davis brings some little bit of grit along the boards and that kind of thing. Rogers and Anthony, these guys who, local guys who you never heard much of them. Yes, they had some success locally and what have you, but they really have contributed well. And obviously the two D-men, which given the two D-men really reduces the ice time of Drover and Wall and these guys, which makes a difference because many times last year, George, at the ends of games, they were tired. Yeah. They really were tired, and they got beat hard along the boards. The thing is with Ian Wall, I like the way Ian Wall plays the game. He plays the game on the edge, but too many times over the edge, and you can't do that.
All right, so just come up inside the booth as our main camera's been shut off. So I guess that's it. We've had a busy weekend. You and I have done 5 games this weekend.
Very enjoyable.
3 games with the Impact, 2 with the Cataracts. It's been a ball. Again, we'll take a 2-week break, and we'll be back in a couple of weeks. Hope you can come back and join us then as the Cataracts and the Central Impact are back here at home at the Joe.
And remember Remembrance Day coming up.
Yes.
Lest we forget.
If you can, on Tuesday morning, take a moment. If you can get to local ceremonies, please do so.
Yes.
And that's going to do it for us, folks. Have yourselves a great evening, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Good night, everyone.